The last thing that Howland and Rib did was they were in that cabin, that tavern. You walked downstairs after the other bugbear that was in the room said that there was a person downstairs that could help you guys defeat the surrounding bunny beasts, and he wasn't sure if you could get them to help you because they were in a bit of bad shape and it was peculiar. You walked downstairs and you saw a person laying on a flat table, breathing heavily, with a bison skull for a head. But before we get into that, there's this thing that a friend of mine made because they're enjoying it so far, and he made this.
Hey! Damn, baby, that looks like shit. Your friend's a fucking bitch.
He's gonna
Nah,
hate
it genuinely looks really fucking good.
Oh.
I like
Let it come to me. He looks like Haunter, the Pokemon. That's my problem with it.
I don't see that, but okay.
Well, because it's just a head with, like, really odd arms.
Those aren't arms.
Feet?
Nope.
Dylan, those are supposed to be the bunny ears.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a head with ears?
Nah, it's...
So
Fucking, you're taking it too literally.
Well, no, the picture is literally a head with two arms. That would be my problem with it. Is there some symbolism I'm supposed to get out of this?
Well, he's called the Long-Eared King, so...
Oh, okay.
It's a cool design, and it looks good. Just understand it.
And he doesn't have a body?
Anyway, we're gonna open this up, but we're gonna do it with a little flair. Camera opens up on a harrowing blizzard as it comes down harder and harder onto this tavern, and we see in the distance, just barely visible, yellow haunting eyes coming through the darkness of the night, but only visible by the blizzard and the moon itself.
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
As the camera cuts to inside the tavern of the cellar, and we see Rib's eyes and the breath as he breathes in and out as we are looking down at this figure on the table, looking up at you guys with a bison skull. What do you do?
Oh, shit.
I'm stuck on the part where you said Tavern of the Cellar.
Oh, fuck.
Dill, can you just give me a fucking break for once?
No, I mean, you're gonna be bothered when you edit it. Do you want to redo it?
The cellar of the tavern.
Yeah, so we're looking at this guy with the bison's tongue. I want to investigate. Is he alive? How is his vitals doing?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. He is alive. The last thing he said to you, the last thing that happened was he turned to you two, and he said, "Who are you supposed to be?"
How well is he? Is he, like, sick down here?
Actually, roll an investigation.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said in the beginning he was fucked, which is why he's down here in the first place.
He's alive, though, is what I said.
Yeah, but he's like fucked up.
That's a 16.
On a 16, you can notice that his wounds are minor, rolling onto major. As in, if you look at his stomach, he has some blood protruding from there. Like, he has some wounds. Like, he might have been stabbed in his stomach. And his chest seems to be torn up a bit.
Has he received medical attention yet? Is there any bandaging, anything around me I could use as a bandage?
On a 16 investigation, I can say that you can find some bandages around. Medicine, not so much in this cellar.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you would be able to give him would be pain meds, but that's probably not a thing in D&D.
Damn.
I grab the bandages, and I say, "Listen, man, hold on, we're gonna explain everything. We gotta get you fixed up."
If he had eyes, he would close them as he just kind of rests his head, and you can hear him breathing heavily, and he says,
I just look at him and I'm like, man, you know, I don't have my glasses on. I don't wear glasses. I don't have my glasses, but, man, you know, you really, really ain't looking too good. I mean...
Jesus Christ!
Yeah!
Dude, I imagine that's how that's what Stalin said to fucking Hitler when he was in the bunker. He was just calling him and he's like, "Hey, you're not looking too good," and then that came on.
Sorry, to bring the audience into the joke, Dylan had queued up the ear rape level of
Soviet national anthem.
The USSR anthem.
whatever. It just came out of nowhere. Anyway, Howland, continue.
Fuck. I'm gonna pull up a tab right now. What's the stuff I can use every day, not my cantrips? What is
Your
that
spell
called?
slots?
I used to be really good at spelling.
Yeah, I took an arrow to the knee.
Now let's get back into the game. Roll medicine, Rib 13. What do you add to that, if anything?
Never used medicine, so I gotta find it. +1, 14. He's alright. He's alright. He's gonna live.
On a 14, you're rolling up and you're trying to patch him up with these bandages, but that's all you have.
Right.
His wounds aren't bleeding profusely, so they stop as much as it possibly can with just bandages, and his breathing seems to go a little bit more normal, but still, he is still having a hard time here. He looks back at you, Rib, and he says, "Thanks.
Don't mention it, buddy.
Where'd you come from?"
Oh,
Well, I came from my bugbear town originally. We were just coming to check out what's going on. I heard there's some rabbits in the area. Didn't think it was this bad, though.
It's a long story.
I imagine you don't want to tell it.
He tries to stand up, or like sit up at least, and you can see he's in a pained spot. After you kind of hooked him up with the bandages a little bit, he has an easier time about it. This character with this bison skull head, very hard. It's taking him a hard time to get up. He's grunting and moving his body as he slides his back onto the wall, and he grabs at his chest and his stomach, and he reaches inside this weird stained all over the place, and it looks like dry blood, and it looks like a bunch of different, it's like a quilt, like all these different patches are stitched together to make this tattered robe, this kind of cloak he's wearing. And he pulls it back, and he reaches inside, and he grabs something from inside. Looks like a stick. He puts it in his mouth. He pulls out something else, and he flicks it onto his head, and a match appears, lit now this time. And he lights whatever he has in his mouth, and just smokes it a bit, and blows it into the air. And he looks back at you, Howland and Rib, and he says, "Do you have the time for this long story?"
sure, Skips. I do.
Don't call me
Skips. It's like, man, dude, just call it a gut feeling, but you ain't looking too good right now, amigo. You wanna explain what happened with that?
Picture the match in his hands, like the camera zooms into it, and then as it's zooming onto the match, you see the shadows on the wall from the match. Yeah. And picture everything I'm about to tell you, but in the shadows on the wall. I'm not exactly what you guys would call normal.
Yeah.
I'm a beast master. These things you like to call bunnies are a product of this mad rabbit.
Who you calling beast?
I'm not calling you anything insulting.
Alright, good. Go on, then.
Beasts are beautiful.
I pause him and I'm like, hey, hold on 1 second, check this out, and I do the finger trick. I'm like, there you go.
He ignores that.
Yeah, because he's fucking amazed.
Also, my hat is, the one that you can put 2 drinks in and comes down with tubes to your mouth.
That he was #1 hat from SpongeBob.
Beautiful. Again, shadows on the wall. Now, Beastmasters are... Son of a bitch. Okay, just picture Sylvester Stallone when I do this voice.
Now, Beastmasters.
No, ooh.
Beastmasters are the fucking gay or something. Get out of here.
No. Tom Hardy and the Revenant. Go there. Now, listen.
You're not gonna bring your bull back.
These Beastmasters ain't gonna bring Hansome back.
The thing about Beastmasters is we're one with beasts. We can tame them. We're protectors, basically. We're not supposed to do anything other than help these magnificent creatures. This mad rabbit had been given some power that must have made him go mad with it. I've heard legend of the long-eared king as long as I've been in these parts, which has been most of my life as a beastmaster, and never really thought it other than just legend. Living near Hansome and the rest of these mountains, I've heard lots of legends, so I never thought I'd see the real deal. And I guess that's where I plumb fucked up. I protect these parts from harm of outside forces, like whatever war happens to be going on during the time. Scavengers and any real chaos, so it wasn't a surprise that I took the brunt of this long-eared king.
Does he actually have long ears, though?
They're very long.
Oh, damn.
He inhales heavily and exhales, and this big smoke comes out. You actually see a vision in this weird gray smoke color, and it's a vision of a shadowy figure in the smoke. And you see this guy looking around in the smoke, and then all of a sudden these long tendril-looking ears come out of nowhere and stab him in the stomach and chest, and then he falls to the ground, and you see just a bunch of yellow piercing eyes looking all the way through this mist, and then the smoke dissipates, and you see him breathe in again, and he says, I hardly made it. Nah, I don't think I'm strong enough to face him down if he didn't take that cheap shot like he did. If he's not matched, and if he don't take him down, he's gonna take as many creatures and change them into his image. And he won't stop there.
I gotta tell you, this beast guy sounds like a real asshole, honestly.
Not all beasts are assholes.
Well, of course. This one specifically sounds like an asshole.
Alright, David, out of the game Beastmaster, is that like a thing I could do? Or is that a class? Or is that like something I could just learn on the side?
That's something you can do.
Because I already have the like animal mind rape power.
Master of the beasts, invited to 1,000 feasts.
He kind of chatters his teeth and he takes a big hit of whatever stick with the flame on it, and he breathes in again and he says, I need to get out there and go after him.
Listen, man, we're here to help. We just need some info.
Yeah, what would that be?
Whatever you know about finding this guy, his source of power, what these rabbits are up to, anything that could give us an edge.
It'd probably be just a good idea for you to tell us literally everything you know, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, he's right on that one.
Second point, look at that. And I point over, and there's just a really shitty dresser in the corner. I'm like, what about that, though? It's my second point.
He looks at it, and then he looks back at you, and if he had eyelids, he would blink. I really don't know what you mean. Like, what do you want me to say about it?
Let's get past the wardrobe.
The point is, that dresser, that would make you that shitty dresser. Now, I'll ask you, do you want to be that really shitty dresser?
What would me telling you change? What are you two gonna do about this?
Well, I mean, let's just assess the situation. You're fucked, alright? You're really fucked up. Like, you're not going out there, you're not gonna fight him. You're on the verge of dying right now, if we don't help you. Okay, secondly, let's say you are healthy enough to go back out there, you know, we help you. You tell us, we can go out there and help you, fuck this beast dude and call him smelly. I mean, having two people help you is better than just going it by yourself.
Howland, I think I might be able to convince this guy a little bit better here. I pull out my pipe, right?
Just do the dresser.
Pull out my pipe. No, I pull out my pipe.
Dresser, it's a good point.
And then I pull out both my belts. And I say, here, take a look at these. Tell me what you know about these.
These look like they're from the bison's tongue.
That they are, buddy.
He takes a long, deep breath that I would do,
have the
but
pipe
I don't.
in. Think about it. I have the pipe in.
I'm not even going to make you roll. He puts his head against the wall. Well, the Beastmasters, the thing about being a Beastmaster is it's a relatively, it's not simple, but it's a choice. You choose to be a Beastmaster because it's what you need to do. It's what you've always wanted to do. It's who you are. And some people, that is who they are. It's hard to be a Beastmaster and to train and to live among the beasts. But, and he coughs up a bit, the long-eared king is someone who doesn't understand this. They're just a power-hungry fool who doesn't care about the world's health. They're a self, someone who shouldn't have any power. I don't know what he wants, but he's taking people and animals for his own needs. The long-eared king is nothing but a filthy scavenger who learned a new trick to better himself and no one else. I know what he's done. He took, and he learned, and he found ways to change and manipulate these animals, or take people like me, or you, or him, as he points to Howland, and turn them into beasts as well.
Am I susceptible here?
I wouldn't say that. You might be a bugbear, but that doesn't mean you're just a beast. You're just as normal as the rest of us. Or as normal as I am, as he knocks on his skull.
Are we sure about that? Because I just feel like canon that doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm not arguing for it to be a thing. I'm just saying, like...
It's kind of like Aarakocras are birds, technically, but they're not like bird animals. And turtles are turtles, but they're not animals. And same with bugbears. As for the long-eared king, as he likes to call himself. I'm sure he's found a place underground somewhere. At least that's where I was trying to find it before I got ambushed.
Are you saying there's a cave system running underneath this very mountain?
Yes. I was on my way to find it, and I thought I did. I would have been a goner if it wasn't for some of those kind folks upstairs who brought me down here.
You know, last time I went into a cave, I tamed a massive crocodile. Looks like it's gonna have to be a massive rabbit this time.
And we met a shark with sunglasses.
Roll perception there, Rib.
Oh, fuck. 15.
You see, when you said, like, you tamed a giant croc, his body, like, changes, and you could probably assess that as his interest. He takes a big breath. Now, if you're going anywhere, you're taking me. And he stands up off the table, and he wobbles a bit, but then he finds his balance, and if you look down, you can see that his legs are hooves, and he just stands his ground. And he's not as tall as you, Rib. He's like an inch or two shorter than you, but he puts his hand on your chest, on your shoulder, I should say. I'm gonna need some help on this one, I guess.
What do you think the odds of me hitting him with the placebo effect? What are the odds that works? Is it dependent on a roll?
I mean, depends what you're trying to do.
I just want to trick him into a better mindset about his body by saying I know some kind of fucking spell that will heal him.
Okay, well, I'll make you roll a deception.
With the hat and the pipe?
Yes.
I changed my hat into one of the old-timey nurse infirmary. I tell him, man, you know, I do know one other way we could try to make you feel better.
I'll take all the help I can get.
I pull out all the gemstones I have, and I say lay down.
I did just make a big effort to get back up, but I guess I will lay down, I suppose.
You'll feel better after this.
He lays down.
I place the diamonds. One's on his forehead, one's on his chest, and one's over his belly button. And then I give him the 2 rubies, and I say, hold on to these. And then I turn to Howland. Now, Howland, the incantation. And, you know, telepathically, I tell him, just make some shit up and make it believable.
Alright, I got this. Is there any lights down here in the cellar?
No. Well, besides the candle that you guys brought down.
Is it on a table or something, or is somebody holding it? Where's the candle at?
One of you are holding it.
I will hold the candle while you do this, or unless you want it.
I'm gonna stand over this guy, and I'm gonna fucking rub my hands together, and I'm gonna throw him up in the air, and I'm gonna... I just imagine, like, you see purple energy start coming from my hands, and I'm gonna be like, Klaatu! Varata! Nectum! And I was like, alright, you're good.
Roll deception with advantage, Dylan.
Eddie's in on it too now, though.
Yeah, he helped you.
Dude, we out here.
Eddie, roll deception with advantage.
Alright, let me... 1 second, let me get
I
to
got
the
an
fucking...
8 at max. What?
You got advantage, roll again.
Oh. Ha!
Are you...
Oh, boy.
Woo! Love it.
So Rib rolled a 6, a 7, and then Eddie rolled a 6, and then a 2.
Yep, seems right.
Let me try one more time just to know. Yep, there it is. That's what it would have been. Yep, knew it.
17. So, there's a silence after you say that, Howland, and the character grabs the gems, and he kind of awkwardly puts them in his hands and gives it back to Rib as he coughs and gets back up onto his hooves, and he feels pain. I appreciate you trying.
Actually, I've got an idea. His stomach and chest just got completely flayed and fucked, right? Like, he got...
Yeah.
How long has that been like that?
Well, it's been about, 6 hours.
Okay. Can I assess how bad exactly the infection is in his
Roll investigation.
chest right now? Bop!
Alright, what's that plus?
What do I
Wisdom.
add to that? Oh wait. Intelligence, it's a +3 then.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
He's obviously having a hard time with it for
and
obvious reasons.
And there are rags, right? Like we had rags down here?
Yeah, he already bandaged him up.
Ah. Okay. Sarah, I think you might need to sit back down. We might need to do one more medical procedure here before we let you go.
All right, but this is going to be the last fucking time. I just got up and down, and each time it's been painful as all fuck. So let's try to...
We'll help you out this next time.
Yeah, listen, that second time was a goof. Don't worry about that. That didn't happen. It's not... Don't worry, bro. This isn't canon.
And
Anyway,
fuck. He sits back down.
I am going to basically use Acid Splash, but I'm going to concentrate it on my finger, so it's almost like... Imagine, like, the tip of a razor, you know, or something on the end of my finger. And I'm going to basically cut out the infected flesh on his chest, where it's just the dead flesh hanging off of it, and cut out some of the infection.
And cauterize it?
Yeah, because it's fucking... It is an acid blade, so I would imagine that it would cauterize it as I'm cutting it out.
Okay, I'm gonna... I would give you a disadvantage on this, but this is just gonna be a medicine roll.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, there's a risk at a 1, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
He might die. He really might die.
Okay, and what do I... Oh.
But hold on, with a nat 1, and he's using Acid Splash, which is magic. It could just be wild magic. Roll medicine.
Under wisdom.
As usual.
Oh, thank God though. We're good. He's fine.
2.
Dylan, he's so fucked.
No, he's fine, dude. He's not dead. There's no way he's dead.
Oh no! It was a 4 because of the +2, but fuck.
Here's what happens then. You start like concentrating the Acid Splash, and a little bit gets on his skin as you're trying to do that, and he just goes, "Yeah, buddy, no, we're not. No, we're not doing this."
No, I put it away, and I'm like, I don't blame it. I don't blame you. These rolls are shit.
And then you fake taking your finger off.
Yeah, dude. These rolls are shit. Oh, I hate it so much.
He stands back up for the last time. So if y'all are helping me out, here's my name. And he stands up tall, and he pulls back the tattered cloak. You can call me Bendel.
Excuse me? Bendel?
Bendel. It's Bendel. Bendel, whatever you want to say.
Handle.
You can call me Ben. It's fine.
Oh, I'm stuck on bend over. Change the D.
And you two are...
Change the D to an S, please.
Bencel?
Benzel.
No.
Bend over, Bendel. I can't. The second syllable
just
can't start with a D.
Then just call him Ben.
But I know.
Big Ben Franklin, and this shan't be pretty.
Just call him Ben.
Alright, Ben, I'm gonna call you Tim.
No, that's actually not my name, though, so you gotta not call me that.
Can I call you something else? Like, Buddy?
Call me Ben.
Can I call you Buddy?
You can call me Ben.
Can I, please? Please?
Just call me Ben.
Alright, I'll call you Ben. Telepathically to Howland. I'm calling him Buddy, or pal, or friend, or guy. I don't give a fuck.
Let's call him Big Jim.
Now, who are you two?
Okay, I was mad about the Ben part, but it's fucking Rib. Oh my god.
Should we psych him out and... Well, no, you already said Rib. No, I was gonna say, should we psych him out and mix our names? But no, it's too late. It's uncanon now.
Stop. No, okay, here's the thing, little Eddie. When you psych him out, you psych the audience out.
Listen, dude. The audience, they're going for a ride.
My friend Tony, who made that poster, he was sitting there, he's like, I don't get it. Why are they calling themselves Little Flambeau? Like, what the fuck? That's just confusing.
What were we gonna? What was our tag team name gonna be? Rib and Howland, the two guys who signed up for this. Like that would be the name.
You could have called it yourselves like the blah blah blahs or
David,
whatever.
Little Flambeaus was the only option that we ever had. Like
no, because you said Rib was Little Flambeau, and then you were Big
Flambeau.
Niche.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
I was bothered by it in the moment, but I didn't say anything. And I probably should have.
Okay, you guys both, you say your names, whatever.
My name is Ribbington Vandimidon.
Please don't. No.
Vindimidome.
Fuck.
Woo!
Eddie, or David, when you edit this, just make a secondary roll of shit you cut out that was just ADD based.
I can't do that,
Yeah,
Dylan.
you can.
I'll die.
No, you have to do it one time, and then you hit us with the facts, like how much time did we waste on ads?
Oh, I could tell you. I could tell you how much time you waste on the other shit. Because it's crazy.
Alright, so like how long is it, and then how much do you cut out of it, usually?
Usually, sometimes it goes for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I cut it down to 1 hour 15. Every time, without question.
Damn.
It happens every single time.
Dude, what a little niche boy right now.
Oh my god.
Fucking believe this?
I gotta ask him a question.
Alright, what's the question?
Do you guys have any wagons?
Wagons?
Wagons, chariots, anything with 2 fairly large wheels.
Not that I know of. I don't carry a wagon around. I do look like a bison, but I don't tend to pull any wagons. So, I'm not so sure myself.
And we're gonna have to talk to the people upstairs. Do you want me to carry you?
He kind of looks offended. He's like, nah, I can walk.
He ain't about that. He's like, no, don't fucking...
It's okay, man. I carry Howland all the time. It's fine.
See, and when he says carry, he means sometimes we get together and we look at people and we say and we freak them out.
I say, alright, man, this is a lot to deal with. Let's go upstairs. Let's talk to them about their wagons. Maybe I could fashion something to help you stay rested. If you're walking all this, it's not going to help your condition.
Usually you'd be right, but I'm a bit stronger than the average person.
Yeah.
I say, okay. I turn into an armadillo and I just walk away because he just didn't have to flex like that.
I just telepathically to you, I'm like, yeah, you're so strong they got fucked by a rabbit.
Oh my god, dude, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Eddie, turn into a frog.
Ooh!
Eddie, turn into the frog.
Alright.
And then hop on my back.
God damn it. Alright. I'm a frog. And you are... you're skittling across the ground as an armadillo. I'm out here.
Hold on.
You just hear Bendel say, what the fuck did I put myself into?
Yay.
The hat I have, I put it on Eddie. And but before I do, I turn it into like a magician's top hat.
I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, he's doing something for a specific reason.
No, there's a frog in my mind that dances, hello, my baby.
Hello,
Yes.
my baby. Hello,
Yes.
my own time.
He's that.
The vaudeville frog.
Baby, my heart's in...
We are upstairs now. Who's there?
It's the same people you remember from last time. There's the bugbear, there's the dark elf, there's the sun elf, and there is the woman kind of tied up in her hammock. As you guys walk up as an armadillo and a frog, there's a reaction.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Of everybody. At first, the bugbear was, oh, finally, they're coming upstairs. What?
What the fuck?
You hear this, the dark elf go, oh, God, what the hell? What the hell is this?
It's hilarious right now because if we really wanted to, we could probably say that dude changed us into animals, and we could probably fuck him over right now.
No,
But we're
I'm
not gonna
doing
do that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that because I like this buffalo man.
Eddie, when you give me my hat back, you have to change it into Liu Kang, I think his hat.
Oh, the razor hat?
Yeah, and you gotta toss it to me all cool, like, but for now, you gotta hop off. So I can roll around the room really fast as an armadillo and freak him out a little bit before popping into my normal self. But I'm in a karate stance.
I just hop on the table, and I'm going back to my coffee, and I'm literally going to jump in the coffee as a frog.
Okay,
and just
take
hang
2
out.
burn damage.
What? It's not hot anymore. My ass.
I mean, here's the thing: frogs drink through their skin, so it's probably not the best choice. You like, as a frog, you gotta be absolutely fucking wired as soon as you hit that coffee.
Dude, I'm gonna be in there, and I'm just gonna get juiced.
Eddie, when Eddie comes back to his human form, you just see him like, I'm so fucking ready!
Where is he? Just fucking... I use Mage Hand, and it's bigger than the fucking room. Like, it's... Oh.
Can you tell me what you're actually fucking doing? Because
That's what we're doing. We had to fuck with him.
I'm in my cup of coffee as a frog.
Oh, no.
But you
This
use
is another one.
mage hand.
Nah, listen. David, listen to me. That did not happen. And Dylan's rolling around the room real fast, and I'm in my coffee cup.
Everyone's looking around the room as this is happening, as the armadillo is rolling around, and the dark elf just sits down in his chair, puts his hand in his head, and he says, "We're gonna die. We are going to die."
And just as he says that, I say, no, you're not, and I jump out of my armadillo form into a karate stance really quick, and I say, we're ready to save the day. But I look like that Casey dude off Twitter.
And I need to jump out of my coffee cup, David, and I go up to him, and I put my little frog hand on his mouth, and I'm like, listen, just shush. Let me tell you why that's wrong. and I turn back into my normal form, and I'm like, look at this, and I do the finger trick. And that's all the evidence he's
Fuck
gonna need.
you. As everyone's distracted, the camera is on the cellar as Bendel walks upstairs, kind of hobbling forward, and everyone looks towards Bendel with his bison skull head, and everyone's a bit on edge. If you look at the bugbear, you see there's a sweat droplet forming around their head, and Bendel walks upstairs, and he says, "So does anyone have a plan?"
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting on the people in the room to speak up at all, to see if their attitudes have changed, because it doesn't seem like they have.
Well, if you remember, they've seen this character before. The only people that weren't aware of it was Rib and Howland.
Of Bendel? No, but I'm saying, like, their attitude about, like, going to fight these things, that, like, I'm judging that based on what they say here, and what their faces look like.
The bugbear, he's sweating a little bit, because he just helped Bendel out, and he looks back at you two, and he says, "So is he alright now?"
Not quite, but he's ready to help.
Okay, I still don't know what we're gonna do. We don't have necessarily weapons or where we're heading, and I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do with her, and he points up to the hammock with the tied woman in it.
Well, I'd say if we want to go to the source, wherever he got ambushed at, is a good place to start.
And then the bugbear looks at Bendel and says, "So, do you know where it is?" Bendel just nods his head. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing."
Is everybody on board?
The dark elf says, "Listen, I'll do what I can. We're gonna figure this. I don't know, man." "Sure, yes, fine." And he puts his head on the table and raises his hand. The sun elf goes, "It's better than down here."
Now, who doesn't have a weapon?
You see everybody's hands raised except for Bendel.
So how many people is that?
Many.
Three, not including the woman that's tied up.
Yeah, fuck the woman tied up. We're not dealing with her right now. I have 2 axes to give to 2 people. Now, is anyone specifically good with an axe here?
Everyone's hands go down.
Has anyone used a sword before?
You see the sun elf raise his hand, and then he says, "No, that was, no."
What did you guys do with your lives before this?
"Hey, man, we're just farmers."
No, okay, we're dealing with farmers. And you've never chopped wood?
Be careful, they might have tuberculosis. Don't get too close to either of them.
I mean, we had regular, like, tree chopping axes, but we never had, like, battle axes.
It's the same thought process. Now, did anyone chop a lot of wood in their day?
I guess I'll take it.
Alright, I give him one. And I say, lucky number 2 is...
Just give it to me.
I give it to him. Who doesn't have a weapon now? And Eddie, do you have anything extra?
Oh god, I can loan somebody my dagger.
Is it like your secondary?
What, my dagger?
Yeah, or do you have extra shit from that stuff we got?
No.
His primary is just his magic.
Yeah, just magic shit. But yeah, I can loan somebody my dagger for the moment, and I barely use it anyway.
Be careful with it, you might lose it. Lizzie gave you that.
Telepathically to Howland. Hey man, do you think we should go try and tame a rabbit just to get these folks a little more enthused about this?
I would like to tame a rabbit.
As you guys are having that thought, roll a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck? They're about to bust in the wall!
Jesus Christ!
Can I roll also a perception to perceive whatever the...
No.
Please? I'm good, never mind. I got a 19.
We going. I got +1, I got 10!
Okay, so where are you guys standing in the room?
By the cellar, where the fucking bull boy came out.
No, I imagine you jumped in the coffee and then on that dude. So you gotta be near the dude, right?
I'm near the dude, but I imagine us to be at least by the back of the room.
I imagine me to have rolled around and gone to, like, the front side of the house.
Right.
So, like, the way I'm picturing it, it's just a 1-floor cabin, right?
It's the Hateful Eight cabin.
Okay. And the cellar is that little cube in the ground? Well, I went over to where the guy sits in the chair the whole movie until he gets shot. Spoiler.
Ooh, okay. Well, then that means that Howland is in the corner where the blue shirt thing is guy.
Blue shirt is guy.
He's telling his life story.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so Rib, once you say that telepathically to Howland and you guys are thinking about taming a rabbit, there's all of a sudden this big crash on the ceiling as 2 arms and legs of this bunny beast come flying through the top of the ceiling and fall to the ground. Or what do you do to get out of the way?
I crawl on the wall next to me.
And then Howland there's a bunny hand that comes out of the wall, and it grabs onto you by the arm and pulls you to it.
We're talking multiples here?
We got bogeys.
And as that happens, the Dark Elf says, "Go fuck!"
Yeah?
Then the Sun Elf says, "Wait, I don't have a weapon!" As another hand comes flying through the wall and grabs onto him by the skull. Is like pulling onto him.
Okay, I'm rolling to take my crossbow out and shoot. I need to shoot both hands, but I'll roll twice for both.
But here we go. Roll for initiative.
Fucking...
Yep. For me, I just want to take Acid Splash and make a blade on my hand with it almost and just cut that motherfucker's arm off that's on me. Dirty, dirty rabbit.
Dylan rolled an 8. What'd you roll, Ed?
Nice. We're done.
3.
We're dead.
Hell yeah.
I say to everyone, I don't know if this is gonna get them going, but I say, stand tall, and we'll make it through it.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, with advantage, because my pipe, I never got rid of it.
Oh, you're right.
Man. 16. I got a 16 twice. Right.
You rolled 15 twice. Nice. Howland rolled a 3. Rib rolled an 8. Oh, shit. Oh, come on.
Just so you guys know, the DM's cheating right now. That's why it's taking so long.
That's true.
No, I'm rolling initiative. You can't cheat on initiative. I don't know what that would...
How many things are there?
There's 3 that you can see, but I'm also rolling for the people inside the fucking thing, too, so...
I just imagined they'd come after us because they're kind of pussies, and I felt like they'd follow our lead.
First one up is Bendel. So as he sees these creatures popping through and trying to attack everybody and has hold on to Howland and the other Sun Elf on the other side of the room, the other one just jumped into the center. Through the ceiling, Bendel throws back his cloak. You see 2 gauntlets on his hips as he kind of stuffs his hands inside of them and then pulls it back up and puts it into a fighting stance motion, flexes his fingers a bit, and you see 2 knives pop out of it, and he pounces onto that bunny beast.
We talking like Assassin's Creed blades?
No, more like claws.
Like a Freddy? Or like a Wolverine?
Like a Freddy.
Finger dagger.
Yeah, there you go. That worked. Bendel.
Tell me he says he's about to tear that pussy up as he does.
He does not say that.
This man sounds like a stick in the mud.
He's fucking dying. What do you want from him?
It's fine. It's fine. Go on. Let him hurt this thing, please.
This guy's like a stick in the mud. I have cancer, dude.
Come on, man. He doesn't have cancer. He's just got ambush disease.
It's true.
Bendel tries to go after the bunny beast as the bunny beast jumps out of the way and sticks claws into the ground, barely missing him. The bunny that has hold of the Sun Elf. Oh, that's a hit. Second. Oh, okay. So the Sun Elf is being held by the skull as he's screaming. He's like, "Dang!" You see the bunny beast pull his head out through the hole, and you just see his body sitting there, and his legs are flailing everywhere. Then we go to the bunny beast that's inside the room, as you see it stand on its hind legs, covered in this red fur, and it is going around the room. It sees Bendel stuck in the middle of the floor with his daggers into the floor. He's going to roll. Rib, you get an attack of opportunity at rolled in that one.
And I get 2 attacks because I have extra attack, or is it, yeah?
No, this isn't your turn, so you just get an attack of opportunity right now.
Okay. I'm gonna dome him with my crossbow, and he's dead.
Oh,
he's
boy.
dead as hell! I know it.
Roll double damage. That's a nat 20 plus 16. As it's about to attack Bendel, you just dome him. Dead.
Scopes. Tell me that brings a wave of passion amongst my constituents.
Collateral.
Bendel looks up at you. Well, god damn.
I changed my hat to a safari hat, like one of those round, yellowish ones with like fishing line around it or whatever, like little pins on it, yeah. And then I wink at him.
God damn. And then the Dark Elf that's next to you, Howland, he takes his axe and he starts whipping it at the bunny beast's hand that has hold of your hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's not in that one, otherwise he would have fucking got you. But he keeps chopping at the hand, but he keeps missing as it's flailing around, like bringing you back and forth.
Howland's sitting there like, dog, just hit the hand.
What do you say, Howland?
Click his head. Click his head.
Oh, adjust your sensitivity. What's the mouse sensitivity? Oh my god. Let's get the fucking arm.
Rib, it's your turn.
I know I got Howland and the axe chopping.
You see that, and you also see the bugbear hasn't moved since it's not his turn, but you see Bendel like pull the daggers out of the floor, and you see the sun elf being pulled out of the hole in the wall, and you just hear laughing from, like, a muffled laughing from the woman tied up in her hammock.
Damn, I kind of want to use my extra attack to get her, but my thought process is I'm going to kick through the side of the wall at whatever's grabbing the sun elf, and then I got a base. Damn it, 8.
You still have an extra attack.
It's fine.
So you try to attack the wall. Your hand doesn't go through it at all. You just kind of punch at the wall and it doesn't do anything. And you hear the sun elf go, "Well, what the fuck are you doing?"
I tried, man. How am I supposed to hit it through the wall without going through the wall?
"Do something else!" as it gets pulled out of the fucking hole.
Can I grab his leg? That's not an attack. Can I just grab his fucking leg and pull it back? I am strong, David. I am strong. I promise.
I know you
I
are.
am strong. I changed my hat to a headband, and it's got Nike on the front of it. I am ready.
I would do it, except it's just not your turn.
Damn it! It's not a turn!
Howland, you're up.
At least let me grab it. Let me say I don't pull it, but he's not getting pulled all the way out.
Roll a dexterity saving throw. Fine. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Stop giving me an 8 game! That's 3 out of the last 4!
You try reaching out for him, he gets dragged away. You see his body being dragged out of the hole and into the snow. You don't see his body anymore. Yeah, Howland, you rolled a 13. That's a hit. What?
Can I be en route to helping the sun elf, please?
You don't know where he went. He just went into the snow. Picture 8-legged freaks, trapdoor spiders.
That's snow good. I say that out loud.
Fuck! Howland, what are you doing?
What do I fucking mage hand?
Mage hand to do what?
I'm gonna punch it. I'm going to attempt to just punch through the fucking wall and just knock it away.
Well, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Bop.
Roll d4.
You got a 4.
That's 4 damage. You punch through the wall. The bunny beast lets go.
Nice.
I'm just going to skip the bugbear's turn because he looks around holding an axe and there's no bunny beast, so he can't really do anything. He says, "Are they gone?"
I say, no, definitely not. What's the move here? That guy just got taken?
Yeah.
Are they done?
Just
Are
got
they trying
taken.
to leave?
Well, you saw that the bunny beast took the sun elf. Howland, you didn't see what happened with...
David, I need to dive through the hole.
Okay. Dive through the hole. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go see what's up with Eddie. Give me 1 second.
Alright guys, during this break, I'd like to tell you about the Bob Smith Show. I have a channel here on YouTube under the name Bob Smith. On there, I have 2 videos talking about Mr. Gimmick's channel. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a total shill move, but if you guys just go look at it, just so the view counts, just so I can get into Mr. Gimmick's head, as if I'm gaining a following. That's all. Thank you. Oh, we're still here. Okay. How's your guys' day going? It's alright over here, except for the technical difficulties we've had. What's your opinion of the show so far? Am I a good character? Am I a bad character? This is the first time I played D&D, so just let me know. And also, if you see any giant rabbits, probably run. That's fucked up. Really running out of shit to say here, guys. I have a scented candle here. It's called Wild Honeysuckle. And I only have it lit because my 9-year-old cousin came over and burnt popcorn and made my room smell. But now it smells like wild honeysuckle. Or at least whatever this candle is trying to portray as wild honeysuckle. And that's good. I got it for a deal, though. $3.99 at Walmart. I bought 2. The other one was blue hyacinth, but I thought that was funny, because in the picture they have on the candle, it's purple, clearly. Just can't believe how many liars there are in the world, you know? I also have Febreze. I say, "Follow me!" and I dive.
You jump out of the hole of the tavern.
Yes.
Roll perception.
That's 15 plus 1.
16. So, Rib, you dived out of the cabin and into the snow. The wind howls against your face, and you're already feeling it. You're feeling the blizzard. It hits you, and it feels so fucking cold. Take 2 cold damage. On your 16 investigation, you look around, and you see through the blizzard and through the darkness these yellow, haunting eyes looking towards you, and they seem to be coming closer. What do you do?
It's just one set of eyes.
No, there's several sets of eyes.
That's tough. I'm gonna go armadillo and dive under the snow.
Okay.
Alright, are they moving towards me?
Yeah, they're coming closer to the tavern.
Alright, well, I'm burying myself deep in the snow, and I'm just listening for footsteps and their approach. I telepathically say to Howland, "Hey, fuckface, they're coming."
Telepathically, back like, "Dude, I don't care. Fuck you. You're ugly." And then I just turn it off. I don't want to hear you anymore. You skeeks.
I need you and everyone else to get ready to help me the fuck out, because this might not happen.
Just really hope you roll something above a 15.
Right. Well, hope for the best. If I die here, I don't have to play ever again, so here we go.
That's true. I want to look out that window and just get ready with a concentrated acid splash when they get near.
What is Bendel and all them doing after I asked them to follow me? Not Bendel, because I understand that he doesn't need to be jumping through holes, but the other guys.
Howland, you're in front of the hole, and then you don't see behind you, but the dark elf and the bugbear are coming up behind you, and they say, "What's happening out there?"
I just turned to him and I'm like, we got some more fucking rabbits, that's what's going on. And you should probably get ready to get out there and call them stupid. Because if you don't, and I look really serious when I say this, we're all gonna be stupid. And then I just turn back and I keep getting ready again.
In my head, I tell him to tell them we're all gonna die if we don't figure this the fuck out, so...
Oh, Rib also told me that he needs your help because he's under the snow out there and he's shitting his pants in fear right now.
I didn't say that last part.
Oh no, it's alright, I got you. I got him.
Well, how is he saying that if he...
Listen.
Not the time!
It's not the time. We can worry about it later. Just know that he is a scared little man, and we need to help him.
Not even a man!
You are to me, buddy. I mean, a
You
little
too,
scared man, but it's... You are to me, buddy.
The rabbits are closing in. Howland, you can't see a lot through the blizzard, but what you can see is these haunting yellow eyes piercing through the blizzard, and they're disappearing every time you even blink a little bit. They disappear, and then they reappear a little bit closer as the blizzard continues on. And then, Rib, you hear above you now as these things just pip, pop, pip, pop, pip, pop, and you just hear, like, snarling.
How close do they sound?
They're coming up. They're like 5 feet in front of you, or like behind you. They finally come. They are right on top of you, Rib.
Hold on, I have a spell called Primeval Awareness. I can sense them if they're aberrations, celestial dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Oh, let's call them undead.
I can sense them for 1 minute per level within 1 mile of me.
Do you have to roll that, or is that just something
That's
you can
my
do?
spell.
How do you cast it? Like, what is the thing that Rib does?
It says you can use your action and expend 1 spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you.
Rib, as an armadillo, closes his eyes, and he tries to think about these things and where they are. And once you do that, you can sense them in all directions. Within a mile, Jesus, there's a lot of them. There's a bunch of them almost right on top of you, Rib. I'm not even sure if you can comprehend how many exactly. At first you start counting, and then you get up to 50, and then you continue, and you're like, that's a lot. Everywhere within a mile. But there's more than that underneath you.
I relay this to Eddie.
You know the scene, David, in the road to El Dorado when they're locked up beneath the ship and the guy's just beating his head against the fucking wooden wall of the boat inside, and he's like, I got it! And he starts beating his head against the wall again. As Dylan is telling me this, that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, because I know we're going to quite literally go down the fucking rabbit hole, and I'm just, like, I'm ready, but at the same time, I'm just like, oh, fuck. Just beating my head against the fucking wall, waiting. Just,
Can Howland use Acid Splash to gain a large amount of it?
That's what I've been doing. I've been concentrating it, waiting for,
I'm saying, but if we
boy.
found the hole to the cave, is there a way we could get enough acid to fill it?
Oh, I don't think so.
No!
What if he
'Cause this
used
cave
it
is-
like a bunch of times into a bucket? Like a
And then
bunch of
throw it.
buckets.
So many buckets of acid.
Why don't we just fill the cave with cement?
David, give us the unlimited apple juice.
No, David,
we'll flood
David,
it with
David,
apple juice.
What?
We can use the acid to melt the snow.
Yeah?
And we melt it and drown them. But we gotta deal with these guys here. So they're on top of me, right?
Yeah, right.
Say, Howland, it's about to fucking pop off.
Oh, don't I know it?
Are they past me yet?
They're right on top of you, but there's also more that are passing you. There's no way that you're going to wait till they're all behind you. In fact, they're all around you now.
So
They're
we're
on top
getting
of you.
fucking sieged by an army of rabbits right now?
It seems that way.
That's nuts.
And Howland, they're coming closer. You
Thank
can
God.
see the whites of their teeth.
I'm thinking it might be time to light this firecracker.
You say that, and the bugbear goes, You think I can take them all out with this axe?
No, but we're gonna try.
Tell him we're gonna make sure he gets a lucky rabbit's foot after this one.
Wait, where are we at right now? What's this town called?
Hansome.
Okay, 1 second.
1 second.
No.
I just had to throw it out. Because that's what this is. That's literally what this is. Tell me I'm wrong. Also, I'm adding my own song for this part, goddammit. And if you skip it, I'll kill you.
Alright, David, look. This is gonna be tough for me, right? But it's a risk. And I feel like he'd appreciate that. But in my head, I'm praying to Frisk. I am praying with everything I have. I'm sending him every signal I could send to him to please help us.
Roll religion.
What? There's a religion?
Oh.
There's religion?
While I'm getting ready, I'm literally just...
There's religion. It's under intelligence. Goddamn, please be a 20.
In my head, I'm just like, Malik, I'm coming. I'm coming home.
It's a 20. I have +2. It's a 20, David. Come on. Let them all die. Frisk, please.
What do you say to Frisk?
Say, Frisk, I'm about to take a fucking risk, and you're the only man I know who can help. As I bust out of the snow, or with my Bowie knife in one hand and my crossbow in the other, and I don't even care if I'm hitting them, I'm fucking sending shots. And I'm just jumping all over the place to try and fucking avoid this mob. Like, there's no one thing I can say to attack right now, but I'm going for headshots. And I'm just trying to get on top of the cabin at best.
Roll with advantage. Roll strength.
That's +4. That's an 18. Tell me it's athletics because I'm trying to get on the house and it's a 21.
Then here's what happens. Howland, you see this too. You see Rib pop from the snow. And you see bunny beasts go flying out of the blizzard as Rib starts moving, shooting his Bowie knife, and it slices up some of the bunny beasts. You see a headshot get launched into somebody. Another bunny beast gets hit in the shoulder. And you actually see another arrow get launched into the tavern and just barely misses everybody. As Rib jumps up, he tries to get onto the roof of the tavern, and he does this big fucking leap onto the tavern. Can you both roll perception? With advantage.
I'm doing flips too. It's gotta be extra risky, otherwise it might not work. That's honestly realistic though. I wouldn't be knowing what the fuck was going on.
Oh boy.
Rib doesn't see anything, but Howland, when he jumped out of the snow, you saw a weird blur over Rib. A weird ocean blue.
Oh, it's so intense, dude.
In the center, where Rib had jumped out of the snow, where there was it looked like there was a lot of bunny beasts coming towards this tavern. There was a lot of them. And when Rib had done that, there's a whole hole in the middle of where the bunny beast army were that you don't see a lot of them anymore. You see a lot, don't get me wrong, but where Rib was, there's just a pile of bunnies on the ground. What do you say or do, Rib?
Top of the cabin. And I'm telling him we gotta fight back right the fuck now as I'm trying to shoot things from the top of the house.
I'm just imagining that you're fucking... I don't even imagine... I just imagine he's up there screaming while shooting the bow rapidly.
Can I investigate, because I'm from a height, how many I can see around still aggressing?
Roll.
God damn it!
There's a lot of them. Like that picture of Rib and Howland surrounded, Hansome 2019 colorized.
Accurate.
Very accurate.
Howland, reach your hand out of the fucking hole.
I'm levitating up with my balloons.
Oh, true.
I just float. I just fucking float my ass up there. And as I'm floating up to the roof, I want to tell them, if you guys don't help legally, you're all pussies. Just want to make that known.
Howland, make acid rain. Shoot it straight up.
Oh, fuck. Alright, am I on the roof? Can I do that now?
Yeah, you float up with the balloons.
Alright, I'm on the roof, and I'm gonna try to make fucking acid rain down on them.
Roll Arcana.
They're dead, dude.
Let's go!
They're fucking dead. They're dead.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking rain down from the skies!
This whole time, as he blasts this shit, he's kamehamehaing, and I'm fucking just screaming Frisk.
As I'm shooting, I just imagine and I look up for a second and the clouds part and the light shines down above me and from the clouds you just hear, "Ay!"
I just point finger guns right back at him. I'm like, my boy!
Dude, I'm fucking raining. Oh my god.
You start shooting the acid into the sky, and as you do that, the cold around you stops being cold. It's warming up, in fact, so you're not going to take any cold damage, and you're shooting the acid into the sky. For some reason, none of the acid is hitting onto you guys. In fact, as you said, the clouds do open up a little bit, and you see a bit of sunshine coming down onto the horde of bunny beasts, and you're looking around and you can now see that there's a lot of them, and they're jumping now. They're jumping all over the place. Some of them try to jump at you, Rib,
I'm shooting
but
them.
for some reason,
shooting them.
yeah, you just one right after the other get knocked down. Howland, you look around and you see bunny beasts melting, actually.
God.
Falling to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that perception that you rolled earlier. You do hear just a faint. Hey.
From the fucking
Oh
clouds.
my god. They're falling. Their numbers are falling.
Oh, for sure.
Press the attack! As I run, and I start slicing them down with my Bowie knife and shooting others. Fuck these guys. They're dead as hell.
These rabbits are going fucking down. Oh, Malik be with me now, goddammit. Oh!
Howland, you finish shooting up the acid that you've been holding up for a long time into the sky, and it looks like you're going to have a while before this acid is disappearing. And Howland, for some reason, I don't know, you seem to be blessed somehow. The acid is not touching you. All this acid is falling to the ground onto these bunny beasts.
Did Dylan already jump down?
Yeah, he's jumping down. It's your turn first, though, Howland. What are you doing?
I am levitating about 10 feet above the roof. I'm getting my mage hand ready, and I'm going to literally fucking meteor strike into the goddamn ground in front of this fucking tavern, and I am praying to Frisk. Only God that I acknowledge, Frisk. Bless me with the fucking power to take the risk that will burn these fucking rabbits into cinders, and also make me look pretty cool. By God, Frisk.
I'll give you advantage.
And that's +3 if it's intelligence, so that's
14.
14.
Plus, Frisk is already helping us, though. Come on.
Take advantage on this Arcana attack.
Lovely. Ugh. Rolling again. Please, God in heaven. Alright, that's an 11 and a 14 +3.
17?
Yup.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Rib, if you look up at Howland, he's got the balloons on and he's disappearing into the clouds. But you see his mage hand also start appearing, and it looks like it's getting bigger as it slowly goes into the clouds.
Are these dudes in the house? Are they listening to me? I've said please. Come out, help. What are...
The bugbear tries going out of the tavern, but he gets blasted with the acid.
Oh.
And then he steps back. The bunny beasts, they convene on you. And we're playing real Calvin Ball with this attack. I'm going to roll an attack from the bunny beasts. That's a 2. And I'll tell you that for this fight only. The bunny beasts, as they're trying to attack you, Rib, they try to attack you. A bunch of them try to attack you as you're flying through. And as they come in to attack you, just take a Bowie knife to the ones that try to get close to you and slice through their necks. Your turn again, Rib.
Are they all around me still?
Yes, they're all around
Say,
you.
throw me the axe. Are they throwing me the axe?
They fucking better throw you that axe.
They throw you the axe, but you're far away. It lands into the crowd of bunnies. And you just hear, I'm sorry!
God damn it.
Using my athletics, I need to jump to it while doing a flip to make it really athletic and land directly on it. This is +7, 18.
You jump into the pile of the bunnies and roll another dexterity.
Okay, but I immediately want to spin with the axe. It's 17.
Okay, perfect. You pick up the axe, and just as one is about to sink their claws and their teeth into you, you just pick it up and start spinning around. Howland, the camera cuts back to you, and you're in the sky, and you don't see any of them, and your mage hand is getting very fucking big.
Oh God. I am imagining that the clouds...
Tactical nuke incoming!
The clouds and the thunder are swirling around me like I am a god of thunder. And I just take my fucking mage hand, just like a Hulk smash kind of deal, and I just fucking start rocketing back to the ground with lightning and clouds making a trail behind me. I'm dropping in Fortnite. I'm fucking coming out of that battle boss. Nah, but I'm plummeting to the fucking earth with the fury of God right now.
And the camera cuts back to Rib as he's looking at the bunnies, and then you look back into the sky, Rib, as you hear something happening, and you see the ghostly purple aura of Howland as it's streaking through the sky. What do you do?
Is he coming at me?
He's coming at where the bunnies are. Where are
I'm
you?
by the bunnies. Alright. I need to hit a full backwards and then hit a bunch of handstands and then jump to the top of the cabin.
Oh.
I'm gonna let that roll because you rolled a 17 last
Okay.
time. And you roll and you jump back onto the tavern as Howland comes crashing into the bunnies, sending snow and bunny bodies all over the place. Just roll a d20 again, just for the sake of it, Howland.
Bah! Oh,
As long as it's not wild fucking magic, bro.
God.
You hit the bunnies, and you send a scourge of them flying, and the snow is up in the air, and the acid is raining down on them. You don't get all of them, is what I'm saying. There's a crater now in the ground as the snow and all the dust and all the dirt dissipate, and you see Howland in the ground looking up at these dead bunnies, but also these alive bunnies who keep coming towards the center of it and looking down at Howland. What do you do, Rib?
I dive for him with my axe flailing, and I try to take out some of them on my way down to him.
You jump off of one's head and then you land next to him as you guys are going back to back, looking up as the camera is panning around you two, and then it pans up to see the horde of bunnies looking down at you. And this doesn't look good for you two.
When is the acid rain gonna stop?
Yeah, no, I can't rain all the time. I want to put my hand on Rib's shoulder, and I just gotta tell him, I think it's rabbit hunting season.
Normally I'd say duck season, but it's time.
Oh boy.
It's their turn as they start piling down.
Bring it the fuck on.
They start piling down into the crater.
We're dead. I need to roll religion. I need Frisk. He needs to be here.
Picture all the bunnies coming down on you and chomping down and trying to attack. And you take out a few of them, and some of these are badly melted down. One hits you, Howland, in the leg with its jaws, and it deals 2 damage to you. And then Rib, another one comes down and tries to attack you.
My head is an army cap right now.
And the other one attacks you and does 4 damage with its claws as it rakes down your back. Howland, it's your turn.
I want to use my fucking acid splash on my hand. Basically, make like a blade with my hand. Karate chop hand, but with acid around it like a blade. And I just want to start cutting the shit out of them.
Roll a d20. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about!
You cut down a chunk of them, just the ones coming at you, that you just cut. I want to say you cut down like 8 as they come down with this acid, and they just fall over. But there's more coming.
Howland, you still got your balloons out?
Yeah, dog.
I need to launch Howland into the air because this is not where he needs to be. He'll go down so fucking fast.
Rib, you try to do that. You have that thought, and you want to get rid of Howland. You want to make sure that he's safe. You want to throw him out of there. And you actually do try to reach for his balloons, but as soon as you reach, a chomp comes down onto your arm and gets you and sicks you into the ground. It causes you 3 damage and makes you want to wail. You can't move. I can't. I've been playing loosey-goosey with this so much, but I cannot say that there's 80 bunny beasts and you guys can get away scot-free and allow you to do anything really at this moment because they're all jumping on you. They're dogpiling you. Howland, you're sitting there as these animals are somehow just all around you. You feel bites all over your body. It's so much pain that at the same time you feel nothing because you're slowly becoming numb to it. Same thing to you, Rib. You're much bigger and you're stronger and you try to reach them off of your body. You try to pull them off and it just doesn't work. They keep just putting more weight and pressure on you. Their claws and their mouths just mangle your skin and flesh. And as this is happening, Rib, you turn to Howland and you see Howland staring back at you two. I don't know what your expression is. You meet each other's gaze. And I think your thought there is, this is probably it. And then there's a whistle. And the bunny beasts stop. They don't stop attacking you. They're still mid-bite. but some of them, their attention looks away. The camera cuts to a shot outside of the crater, looking down on the pile of bunny beasts on top of you. And the bunny beasts look, and we cut to see Bendel making his way out of the cabin through the acid rain as it sizzles on his skull. And he just slowly makes his way towards the bunny beasts. And he picks up one of his hands, and he points off in the distance, and with a long, drawn scream, he yells, "Go!" And the bunny beasts turn and flee. They all run. Whatever meal they thought they might have gotten out of you, as far as you know, they stop. It's like they have a thought. It's like they just realize what they were doing, and they just scamper away from you. And before you know it, Rib, Howland, Bendel, as messed up and hurt as he is, he's grabbing onto both of you and dragging you out of the crater.
Damn.
With advantage, can I try to tame one? Because I wasn't going to do it to the group of them, but since they're running, I could probably single one out.
Not advantage. I'll give you one.
Mama, it doesn't work.
I would love. Can I just be throwing acid at them as they're running away? Just fucking whipping acid, pelting them.
Roll a d20.
Please.
You get a couple of them as they're being downed.
Good.
How many hit points? Just your max?
Not many.
Okay, roll investigation, both of you.
18.
Rib, you see the bunnies. They're heading off in a direction, past all of these other buildings that seem to be abandoned. Bendel, pulls you back up, and he points off in the direction of the bunnies as they seem to disappear into the blizzard. He looks back at you, and he holds up his hand, and he points downwards. I think I know where they're going.
I got a pretty good sense of them. There's a bunch of them right below our feet.
I think we gotta go downstairs, then.
I'd say so.
What is Howland doing right now?
I imagine he's sitting up there, making his way back to the lodge, floating down onto the roof of it.
Bendel, his knees buckle for a second, but he stands back up and he says, "Well, I think we know where we need to go. But can you handle it right now?"
Looks like we're gonna have to try.
All right. Let's go meet these handsome dwellers.
Thank God.
And the camera cuts.
What level am I now, damn it?
5.
It's not enough to get me to 6?
They're bunny
I haven't
beasts.
leveled up since we left fucking Soulwood.
We'll get there.
Come
We'll get there.
on.
Damn it, darling.
I look to the sky and I say, man, my boy.
What a risk. I just look up to the clouds. I don't say anything, but I nod. I know he's up there. I fucking know Frisk is out there somewhere, goddammit.